Dips are one of the best exercises you can do for not only chest, but triceps as well. There's multiple variations on performing a dip, and unfortunately there's multiple ways of doing it wrong as well. So today we're gonna go over the top 5 mistakes you could make when performing dips. Let's get started, dudes. Mistake number 1, confusing chest dips with tricep dips or vice versa, and not knowing which position you even need to be in when performing those exercises. With chest dips, what you want to do is number 1, bring yourself up to the dip bar, grab a hold, and lean forward so that your chest is facing the floor. Number 2, flare those elbows out and really focus on the stretch in the chest as you bring yourself down. Number 3, keeping those elbows flared, bring yourself up 3/4 of the way, focusing on that chest tension because you want to keep the tension in the chest and lessen the triceps. With tricep dips, number 1, what you want to do is keep your body more upright or vertical when you're on the dip bar. Number 2, you're going to want to keep those elbows closer to your body as you perform the dip. And number 3, you're not going to want to focus so much on the stretch downward on these, you're going to want to focus on the extension of the triceps in the top position. So you're really going to hit those triceps and give them a good squeeze. Common mistake number 2, too much stretch when performing chest dips. Yes, you want to get a good stretch when performing chest dips, but you also have to know your limits. You're putting a lot of tension on those shoulders when performing this exercise. And dips is a harder exercise than you may imagine. In fact, Snap City comes to mind when performing this exercise improperly. Snap City! So find a comfortable range of motion, take your time, get that good stretch, and then return to the 3/4 position and repeat once again. Common mistake number 3, trying to perform bodyweight dips when you're just not strong enough. As I said before, dips are a hard exercise, and if you can't do them properly, you're going to try to cheat, you're going to try to do whatever you can to do dips, and especially when you're doing a chest dip, well, that's when you got a one-way ticket to Snap City, and nobody wants to visit that town, especially if you're a buff dude. So, in order to prevent that, there's ways you can achieve a bodyweight dip and you can get strong enough to perform one. It's with alternate exercises, such as machine dips, band dips, assisted dips, and once you take those training wheels off and you feel you're strong enough, then you can take a crack at the bodyweight dip. But make sure you're strong enough first, dudes. Common mistake number 4, going too fast. Whoa, slow down there, bud. It's not a race. With any exercise, you want to go slow and controlled. The reason being, you want to focus on the proper muscle group. If you go too fast, you're just doing whatever you can to complete that exercise, regardless of what you're doing in the process or what you're working. And with dips, if you're just shooting to the floor, shooting back up, you're going to leave yourself open for injury, which is definitely, as we've already said, not something you want to do. So remember, slow and controlled movements, and don't go too fast. Common mistake number 5, half reps build half muscle. When performing the dips exercise, either chest or triceps, you want to do their full range of motion in order to get the full benefit of the exercise. And this falls in line with our last mistake, where when doing so, you want to do that slow and controlled. So remember, do that full range of motion for whichever exercise you're doing, and you'll go from a medium-sized dude to a buff dude. Alright dudes, that wraps it up. The 5 most common mistakes when performing dips. I hope you learned something today, and I hope you don't make these mistakes either. Thanks for the suggestion. Your suggestions make our videos, so keep them coming, comment, and we'll see you next time, dudes. Me? I'm gonna go return to that vastness of white space behind me. I will see you later.